G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do a quick short video on how to create an apex. Apexes or the top of the tree when you're working on a tree. Now this tree is part of another video, but I thought I'd cut away and just show you how I go about trying to create an apex. Now I've changed the front of this tree to about here because I wanted to expose this nice old bit of deadwood here. Which was hidden before. I think the original front was there, and of course the deadwood's hidden by the foliage, or was. I've actually manoeuvred a lot of branches. I've manoeuvred this big one. There was a big one here that was in the front of it. Moved it to the back. Now I've got a little small one only up here, and I've got this foliage pad trying to frame that. So I'll keep tweaking it in a bit. But now I've got two branches here and here. Now I want to try and create an apex. Now I'll try and get in as close as I can to this so you can see really clearly what I'm doing. So let me just see if I can maneuver myself there. It's going to be a little tricky, but you'll probably see there's a branch in here. They start at the same point in this spot, and pretty much one goes a bit forward and one goes to the side, and they're too long. Look at the length of them. The tree's this. The tree's this. So I want to get a little apex in here. And you've got to use this branch somewhere. Now, I think you can probably, if I turn this around to the back, you can probably see there's a huge gap in here, which this branch I can maneuver and put it into here. Drop it, maneuver it, bend and twist it up to really contort it. And that's what I can do with this branch. And then we come to the apex. So the trick with the apex is that you can see all these twists in here. You want to kind of hide that. So that's the plan. We want to try and use the foliage to hide that. So bring it right down, shrink it down into this and try and create an apex. So that's the plan. And I'm going to have to try and I'll have to look at it unfortunately, but I will try and explain myself as I'm going. So we take this first branch, make sure you're looking at your tree where the front is, always. Look at the front of the tree and let's try and maneuver this branch. So I've already pre-wired everything, which is always a good thing to do, because when you pre-wire you don't have to worry about wiring extra branches and so on. So I've wired every single branch. Don't know if I'm going to use them all, but so what I've done, so I'm trying to push it to the back so it's easily gone back, but now I'm trying to get it to go further back so then I can bend it this way. Now by turning it this way and then back this way, we actually reduce the length of the branch. So that's what I'm trying to do now, and you guys can probably see this when I do it, because I'm trying to go this way. So I'm really contorting, keep looking out for any cracks or anything like that. But I think this is pretty flexible, this tree. So I've gone pretty far. Now I'll just tilt it. You can see how big that curve is. See that curve? Right around. Okay, now we're going to go back the other way. I'm going to try to look at this one, unfortunately. So we're going to go back this way. So we slowly, and by going this way, we slowly bring the tree back in, right? Then I'll slowly maneuver the other branches that I've wired. I don't know if I'll keep all these branches, but I will see. I've wired everything with the intent to keep them. You just don't know if it will. So keep trying to maneuver and twist back. So then what we've just done is filled in a gap at the back. Okay, there's probably too much foliage there. This tree probably has too much foliage, but as explained in the other video, the reason I'm keeping that much foliage on it is because I don't want to have, I just had to cut this branch out because it was folding back on the trunk too much, and I have other branches that will fill its place. Sorry, the reason I'm not reducing the foliage too much or cutting off too much of this tree is I don't want juvenile foliage to come onto the tree. I want to keep having this nice shimpaku foliage. Yeah, so that's the reason. So I have just put that side branch that was out here, twisted it right down into here, and made a little pad at the back. Now I'll bring it around to the front. I'm not sure how it'll look. Can you see, where is he? Can't even see him now because it's so good. He's in here, there he is. And he's framing this deadwood. So the deadwood's now front. Okay, now we're going to work on this top. And as I mentioned to you, the key, I'm just going to have a quick look myself. I'm just going to tweak a few other branches that I need to tweak. key is to get this. See how nice and see how tall it is. You can pretty much see that pretty clear, right? So we can use whatever methods we can to bring that down. I've got fairly heavy wire on it, but you can always also guy wire if you want to. Guy wire it down, but I'm going to just try and use the wire. I don't think I can guy wire it because there's too many branches in the way. Okay, so we've gone pretty much. You can see there's hardly any gap between that trunk and this trunk, so pretty much I can't go further than that. So then I've got to use what I've got to make my apex. So I've got all these nice little side branches that I can wire down, so I've wired everything again. Make sure you don't forget about the back, so I've got a few smaller ones here. They'll fill out over time to make a back. Alright, so make sure you wire everything. I pretty much then use whatever branches are kind of conveniently located to create my apex. So I've already put a couple in the back to fill in this spot in here. Now I'm going to come back to the front, make sure I've tweaked everything down. Probably the most important branch is this one here. See this branch here? It's kind of out of the silhouette. So I've got to actually come back with it. And again, the reason I go back and then come forward is to shorten the length of it, okay? It's probably a bit too heavy anyway with lots of foliage, but so I go back and then come forward and I've reduced the length of it, okay? And you kind of fill in a little gap in here with this branch. That's probably the most important one there. Have smaller ones on this side, the big ones on this side. Let me have a quick look how it's going. It's not too bad. I just think it's a bit too heavy with foliage. So in some areas I need to reduce. There's not much I can do. Otherwise it's too heavy. So that's good. I'm just going to tweak these side ones here. Alright, so almost there. Now we've just got this top bit. But did you see, all I was once you have everything wide, you just start to position pretty much a 3D effect, like all around. Don't leave one place empty. If you have a long one, push it back, then come forward so you can reduce the length. So I've done that. Got a little side one here. I'm just going to push him into there, into the back bit. So it's kind of into another one into the back little bit because it's a bit of a blank. And now I've got this tiny one up here. So I'm just going to put the tiny one back in here. So again, everything's wide. Everything was wide up, like everything was up like this. Now they're pretty much like that, not flat, pretty much like that. Some are a bit flatter than others, but some are pretty good. Now, where are we up to? So now we've just got the little stick at the top. How many times have you seen that before? I've seen lots of times where people have got a stick as an apex like that. It's not really like that. You need to have more of a rounded crown, okay? So that's where you got to think, a more rounded effect. So that's what we're trying to go for. By having all these all around here, we start to have the rounded effect. Now we just got to deal with this top one. But again, it's always tweaking whatever branches you have, because the more you position, the more you find, oh yeah, that could move a bit more. That could move a bit more. Again, I want to make sure I'm looking at the front. At the front. Now, from up there, I've just tweaked it right down. Now it's kind of sitting in here. I could use a bit of wire on this branch, but that's my fault. It's just maneuvering now to show you. Now I'm just going and trim the middle out of most of these because I wanted to get it nice and fuller later in the future. Now let's have a look. It comes a bit forward, but that's good, okay, because where's the front? I mean, it's always about repotting. So remember I have to change the pot must be somewhere around there. So it's actually kind of in the middle. It's not too bad. But let's chuck. It's kind of a little bit high, but you'll see instead of a straight point, now we've got a rounded top. Do you see that? I don't know, I hope that makes sense to everyone. I just was trying to give it a go when I was doing this tree, and I thought it'd be interesting to show you that, how you really start to, from something that was 2 big branches, now contort it into something quite tight and an apex. So that's how you really create apexes. 2 big branches, one went to the back and one went into the front, into here, leaving this gap so you can see the nice deadwood here on this side, okay? That was the plan. Hopefully it worked out. Hopefully you guys can pick up some tips on how to create apexes. All right, the video on this tree is on another video somewhere. Have a look around. Thanks guys, see you next time.